Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And in today's video, I want to take a break from teaching parts of Python and then actually take what we've talked about in past videos and actually apply it all to make one project. In this case, we're going to be making a basic calculator. So how I basically want to format this calculator is we want to ask the user to put in a number, and then we're going to ask the user to put in an operation, plus, minus, multiplication, division. And then we're going to ask the user to put in a second number, and then we're going to have multiple if else, elif statements that show different outcomes based on what operator the user puts in. So let's get started. So first we want to create a variable. Let's call it num1 for number 1. Instead of equal to user input. And the user is going to put in a number. But normally I always put int to limit the user input to just be integers, but in this case we want to do float because the user could put in decimal values. And if we do int, then the decimal value will not work. So we're going to do float, parentheses, input, user input. Our question will be enter first number. Let's do that. Now let's create a second variable called op for operation. This one, since the user is going to enter either plus, minus, multiplication, division, these are all string characters, so this one we don't have to restrict the user input. So this one we can simply put input, enter, operator. And now we want to have the second number. So that was basically the exact same format as the first variable we did. Enter second number. Okay, so now we have our three variables, first number, the operator, and the second number. Now this is where we're going to create if statements to show different outcomes based on what the user puts. So first we'll do an addition one. So let's do if the operator symbol is equal to plus, then we're going to print num1, and then we're going to add it to num2. So I just wanted to quickly remind you guys that this is a double equal sign, not one, because a double equal sign means that you're comparing two sides to see if they're the same, while one equal sign in this case is just giving something the value of something. So what this essentially does is if the person puts plus sign for their operator, it'll take whatever number they put here, whatever number they put here, and just add them together. So we can test it by running this. First number, let's do 5. Operator, we'll do plus. Second number, let's do 3. Gives us 8. So we're going to do the exact same thing over and over again, except just with different operators. So next we're going to do subtraction, and since we have an if, we're going to do elif. So with this one, if operator is equal to the minus, then we're going to print num1 minus num2, and repeat this process basically until done. Almost done here. So this is basically the basic setup for the operators, but there's still a chance since we didn't restrict this to be anything specific. What if the user puts in anything that is not a plus, minus, asterisk, or the slash sign? In this case, this is where we're the else statement, and this essentially is saying if the user puts an operator that is anything except these 4, then we're going to print invalid. Then we're going to print invalid operator. Oops. There we go. Yeah, this is basically the basic setup of his calculator. Now we can actually test it. So I already showed the addition, so let's do subtraction. So let's do 90.34 minus 24.67. See your answer right there. Now if we just run it again, let's do multiplication. 43.5 multiplied by 7. And then finally division. 65. Okay. See, now it works. Now let's test the else value and put in something other than what the original 4 operators. So let's do numbers. Well, let's say I did a percentage sign. Now you can see that it prints invalid operator. So that's basically it for this video and the calculator. But just to summarize, I'll just go through this code one last time. So we created a variable called num1, which and assigned it the value of the first number that the user would input. Then we created a variable called op and assigned it the value of whatever operator the user inputs, which was plus, minus, multiplication, or division. Then we made another variable, num2, which is the second number value that the user will input. Then we have if statements to show how each outcome will turn out based on what the user inputs as their operator. Addition goes here, subtraction goes here, multiplication, division, and if the user enters anything that is not these 4 values, then it will automatically skip to invalid operator. That's it for this video. This video was just all about making a simple calculator. Hope you guys enjoyed.